Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through another van. Been doing a lot of vans lately. Something really cool about this one. If you're worried about your HOA, you don't want them to be complaining about parking your RV there, you can barely see this one. This one you can go stealth mode. It doesn't stand out at all in a crowd. Obviously it does. If you like the Broncos, here's your tailgate van, okay? This is going to be a 2023 Winnebago Solis. This is a 59 PX. We're going to start up front, kind of work our way around. I know you love this color. It's called Spitfire Orange. It's actually pretty cool. So we work our way from the front to the back here. A couple things I want to point out. We have our porch light right over the passenger door. We've got our fixed running board. It does have tie down rings on both sides. Right behind his is our 6-gallon propane tank. As we get back here, you can see our custom wheels, our alloy wheels here. These are 16-inch rims. The tires on there are 225/75s. Gives you plenty of clearance underneath. You can always do an additional lift and bigger tires if you really wanted to, but I feel like this is giving you plenty of clearance unless you're really going to go off-roading. So we work our way around the back here. A couple things to point out. We have our Coleman Mach 10 up top, our air conditioner. This is a PX, so we do have a generator on board that will run that air conditioner. We also have our backup camera up top. And of course we have our tow hitch here. This is rated for 3,500 pounds. Down below here you're going to have two connectors. You're going to have a 7-pin connector and a 4-pin. All right, again, this being that it's a 59 PX, you have this additional space back here. This is on a ProMaster 3500 chassis. It's a 159-inch wheelbase, 21 foot in length. As you can see down in here, we're going to have some tie downs that go all the way around here. We have some on the floor, some on the wall, and then a couple up on the ceiling. Really nice to tie down bikes down here. We're going to have some additional storage. Right now we have our 30-amp short cord down here. You can put your ladder in here if you want, or additional items. On this side we're going to have our water bay. All the valves are color coded. It's really easy to follow the step-by-step here. If you're dry camping, if you're just trying to fill your tank, sanitizing or winterizing, you just switch these valves, follow the pictures, and pretty easy to do. We also have a ZAMP external port here, so you can add a solar panel outside. Of course, we have 110 outlet. We're going to have our outdoor shower hose right here. And of course, our roll lift screen. So beautiful day like today, be a perfect time to put the screen down, leave the doors open, and get some fresh air circulating through there. So we work our way around here on the driver's side. We're going to have our 30-amp connection here. Our 5-gallon cassette for our toilet. This is going to have 20 gallons of fresh water, 20 gray. And again, you're going to have your 5-gallon cassette. This does lock, so you don't have to worry about anybody stealing your cassettes. This has a Truma Combi heating system. This is going to be the exhaust. We also have a porch light up top on the driver's side. You can see nice tinted glass. Goes really well with the black accents here. And as I mentioned, it is on a ProMaster chassis, so this is a V6, 280 horsepower gas engine, so make sure you put gas, not diesel. On this side, a couple things to point out. This does have the electric parking brake. So you pull on that to set it. We have a battery boost here in case you leave your lights on and need to merge the house and chassis batteries to get you a jump start. You're gonna have your fan switch, your fog lights, a couple auxiliary switches, and then these are to dim or brighten up your dash. Here's the hood latch release. This does come equipped with power mirrors and door locks. Under the hood here, we've got a couple things. Easy access to your turn signal fluid right here. Your coolant. Check your oil and fill. Plenty of room in here to do what you got to do for your basic maintenance. And again, you got to love this color. Whether you're a Broncos fan or an old Dukes of Hazzard fan, this is a good color. As we go here in the main door, a couple things to point out. This does have the Nova Cool 12-volt refrigerator with easy access to fill it from outside. Makes it nice and convenient. You have your battery disconnect right here. You're going to have a 12-volt outlet, a couple USBs, and then your light switches. Grab handle here to help you in and out of the van, and again, another roll left screen to keep that fresh air circulating. Down here on the floor, a couple things to point out. We've got our outdoor shower here as well in case you need to hose off your feet or your pet before coming inside. There is your another 110 outlet and a heat outlet there, heat vent. Also a fire extinguisher down by the passenger seat. I've got this seat swiveled around so you can kind of see that it does turn around. I'll point out the lever here. You can come around here, Marlon, and show down here. There's a little yellow latch. You lift on this to swivel the seat. Then you can turn it back forth. Once you have it turned around, you can adjust it by moving it forward or backward to give you more space when you're hanging out with your friends. Here above the cab, we're going to have additional storage. Right now we have our blackout shades for the front windows up here. As you can see, this is a pop top model. So I want to kind of show you how you would open this up. A couple important things. There's a small magnet up here. You want to make sure that when you put your latch up, it catches that magnet. When you go to close the tent, if you don't have the magnets, if you're not using the magnets properly, when you pull this down, this will pinch the canvas right here and you risk tearing it. So you always want to make sure that these are up. Just push up on there. If you want to kind of show the space up there, Marlon. You got a lot of room up top, plenty of room for a couple kiddos, a couple adults. If you're tall, you might fit better up there than you would down here on the Murphy bed. The pop top is a really cool feature for folks that want to travel with other friends or with kids. Gives you that additional sleeping. When you're done with the pop top, if you want to set up your table, you want to take your ladder apart. It just comes off into two pieces. And you can store these right over here. Now we can get our table set up. It stores away real nice right behind your seats here. There's a spot here for your tabletop and also your base. Now you have a nice spot to sit down and eat. You can work on your laptop, do a puzzle. Down here you're gonna have a nice little storage cubby. If you've never been in a Solis, one thing to look out for is this, there is a level change here, so you want to be careful as you're walking around not to miss this step. In here in the galley, we're going to have a 2-burner stove. We're also going to have a cutting board under here, additional counter space. It just flips out. We're going to have our single sink here. Have a nice basket here for spices, miscellaneous items. You have another 110 outlet right here. You're going to have several drawers here. Plenty of room under the sink, cleaning supplies, trash bags, trash can, that kind of thing. Right here, there's a switch for your fresh water tank. You can see it'll light this up, and then you can see actually how much fresh water you have in your tank, since your tank is going to be back here. This Eco Hot system is really cool. You turn it on to do a preheat. It basically drains the water that's in the line back to your fresh tank, so that you're not wasting fresh water. This side, we're going to have our shower. It does come equipped with a rod here in case you want to use it as a closet. You want to hang up some clothes. You've got your toilet in here. There's also a heat vent down there, so it's heated. Now when you're opening these up, see it all the time on the lot, you want to make sure this is turned to the left, all the way left, and then give it a good tug. It's got a couple of magnets down on the bottom that holds the door in place. Winnebago does a good job of using these magnets anywhere they can to kind of hold the doors up, keeps them from sagging. Nice little storage spot here. Up here on the main panel, a couple things to point out. Here on this side, you're going to have your water pump switch, your generator start and stop, and then you can check your propane levels, your battery levels, and your gray tank levels. This is your Truma Combi. This runs your furnace and your hot water. Pretty simple to use if you haven't downloaded it yet. If you have a Solis, or if you're thinking of buying a Solis, I would download the How to Solis app. It'll walk you through all the different components. It's really well done. Here on this side, you've got your propane on and off, and then your Zamp solar charge controller. This is your tank heater pad. Keeps your water from freezing. Oh. All right, back in here, we've got, again, more magnets. And in the back here, there is another level change. So as you can see, I'm kind of ducking a little bit. I'm 5'11". So if you're any taller, you'll have to duck a little bit more, but it's not that big of a deal. Now we can get to the Murphy bed here. So a couple things I want to point out. You're going to have your little table here. This also has a magnet down here at the bottom, which holds the leg, keeps it from sagging down. So this table you can actually use as additional counter space, prep space while you're working. You can use it as a standing workspace if you're working on your laptop. You can move it back here closer to the back if you have this opened up, and maybe have your awning set up with your shower curtain out back, and have some prep space or dining space. You're not using that, there's a simple latch right here that comes down. Knock it out the way there so you can check out the bed. Plenty of room. You got a lot of overhead cabinetry, plenty of space. Back there in that corner pocket there, you're going to see you've got a 110 outlet. You got a couple USB ports, a 12 volt, and then up top there on the same corner, there's a port there. It's a roof access port. So if you wanted to add a cradle point or a Wii Boost, you don't have to drill any additional holes. You can just go through that port. All right, I'm going to swivel this seat around. right, then I'm going to go ahead and fire this up so I can kind of show you a couple of things up here in the front. Again, your e-brake is going to be over here on the left. You're going to pull on that. It'll light up the icon down here letting you know that the brake is on. Also on the panel here on the dash, you can see that the side door is open. It's lit up with red there. To disengage the park brake, you're going to push down on your brake, push in on the lever over here on the left, and it'll disengage your park brake. Okay, we have a 7-inch touchscreen. And we just did a software update, so keep an eye on it. Periodically, it will do a software update. Once it starts, just let it finish doing what it's doing. Here's your media, your heating and cooling, navigation. Of course, on your phone, you can set up your phone, hook it up so you can make phone calls, use your Apple CarPlay. Under vehicle, there's a couple things you can do here. You can adjust the brightness, display brightness. You can do light, dark, or auto mode for the background. So you can see there, just changed it. Some people like the darker mode, some people like the lighter mode, depending on what time of day you're driving. This does come with automatic emergency braking, traffic sign assist, traffic sign warning, drowsy driver alert, blind spot alert. So it comes with a ton of safety features now. This is a 23 chassis, or the upgraded chassis, I should say, a 22 chassis on a 23 Winnebago. Here, as you can see, we have Alexa, Android Auto, and then you can always hit your home button to take you back to the main screen. Down here, we're going to have our, again, AC and heating, cooling controls here. You're just going to go up to make it warmer, down to make it cooler. On this side, you can have your fan control. Pretty simple. Hazards are right here. Traction control and door locks. You're also going to have another 12-volt outlet, USB, and a USB Type-C port right there. Nice little spot to hold your phone. Put it in there. You can plug in right here. There's a slot right there so you can plug in easily. Plenty of cup holders under here. Really cool van. Again, this is going to be a 23 Solis 59PX. It's 21 foot in length. The height is 9 foot 5 inches. So if you have a 10-foot door, you should be able to get in and out of it easily. If you live nearby and you're not sure on the clearance, you can always come in. If you're not too far out, we can take it for a test drive to your place and make sure that it fits into the garage before you purchase one. If you have any questions on this or any other units, please feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text or an email. If you need me to do a FaceTime video with you to go through additional items, I can do that. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week.